Hey guys, you may know me from Twitter as the person that you probably have muted because I tweet so much about the Orville. If not, then you're here because it's Family Guy's 20th anniversary. Yay! So, because I'm crazy enough, I'm going to be analyzing each season and see why they fit into the series. Okay, so, how I devise this is on 3 main factors: character importance, who's the most important of the episode; relationships, who bonds with who in the episode and in the long run; and then additional factors that I couldn't fit in either of those, and then I will have a little compilation of my favorite cutaways and jokes from each episode. So if you see me looking down, it's because I'm reading. So the first episode is episode 1, and it's probably the more important episode of this season, because it introduces us to everyone. So, plot: Peter gets drunk, setting off a series of events that end at the Super Bowl, which is exactly what happens, and minus the Super Bowl part is pretty true to most episodes. So, character importance-wise, this is a Peter episode. No surprise there. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. So as the events go, Peter loses his job due to dozing off at the toy factory. His job. So to start this Peter-focused episode, he ends up drinking at the stag party that he's advised not to go to, and then ends up dozing off at work, letting several dangerous toys go through. Lots of kids get dangerous toys, and he's fired. So Peter's smart idea is to go on welfare rather than tell Lois that he lost his job, and most of the episode is him buying things for them. Lois eventually finds this out by finding the welfare check from Peter, and isn't very happy about that, so Peter goes to the Super Bowl, as one does, to ask for forgiveness, and ends up going to court, and he is saved by Stewie. So, relationship-wise, Peter and Lois is the main relationship focus of this episode, and as a lot of episodes, they have a very rocky relationship which stays constant. But Peter wants the best for his family, especially Lois, and Lois can never be too angry at Peter, because as much as he does crazy things, he doesn't understand the impact of them. Another relationship I put is Peter and Brian. It's more of a intellectual versus non-intellectual. Peter and Brian's relationship is more of a I'm smart, you're stupid. We go together well, and man is dog's best friend. Dog. And dog is man's best friend. Additional, I didn't really have much for this episode other than Brian is a dog. So here's the jokes and cutaways.
Whoa, ass ahoy! The statue was originally a gift from France.
What is this? Oh, man, my kid must have taped over this for history class.
The Statue of Liberty? What are we gonna do?
Boys, we're gonna drink till she's hot.
Hey, that's just crazy enough to work.
Peter, can we put her out in the yard for a while?
Okay, who's hungry?
Oh, geez, how the hell am I gonna break this to Lois? If she finds out I got fired for drinking, she's gonna blame me. Lie to her. It's okay to lie to women. They're not people like us. I don't know. Hey, where's the other guy? Come on, you bastard! I'm late for work! Oh, this is perfect.
What's the matter with you? Honey, you know, if there's something wrong, you can tell me.
Hey, sorry, man. Am I late? What'd I miss? Oh, thank God you're here. What do I do?
Tell him to keep lying. He's in too deep.
I don't know. Hey, where's the other guy?
Ah, this is unbelievable.
Hey, how'd she take it?
I told her she was fat.
No.
Corn.
What, you're spending money on food again? Geez, Lois, we just had dinner.
Wow.
Always right. That I didn't really stand up to that tank in Tiananmen Square. Screw this. I just came over to buy some fireworks.
Peter,
Oh, God. Feels like there's accountants cranking ad machines in my head.
Dick, you ever wonder what's outside those walls?
say now, that's dangerous thinking, Paul. You best stick to your work.
Okay.
Our top story tonight, when toys attack. Quite a situation we've got here, Tom.
Quite a situation we've got here, Tom. Indeed, Diane. It seems the Happy-Go-Lucky Toy Company of Quahog, Rhode Island, has released several highly unsafe toy products into the retail market.
Come on, Timmy, throw the silly ball.
Oh, boy, a pound poochie.
Come on, baby Heimlich, spit it out.
And then I had that job as the sneeze guard for the salad bar at that restaurant. Take it outside, lady.
So the next episode I did, I skipped right to episode 4. These aren't ranked how they are, but they're in order. So, plot is Peter is under house arrest after punching a pregnant woman he thought is a man. Only can hear that in Family Guy, huh? So, this is actually Lois' episode. Lois gets this painted dynamic of she wants to be a star, which she should be because she's a great singer and a great piano player. But she's tired out by Peter, and she loves the attention she gets from when she does actually get to sing in Peter's bar, but Peter is very jealous of this. So, relationship-wise, again, Peter and Lois. But this is more about Lois sharing her thoughts to Peter of not being appreciated, which is fair. She even has the big sentimental speech with the other mothers, which is a very nice speech. And here's the joke.
How about a little me time?
Honey, I'm begging you. Just drop Chris off at his soccer game and come right home.
I need you to look after Stewie while I'm teaching piano lessons, please.
All right, all right. You know I spoil you. I'll simply build a machine that can move time. I shall call it a time machine. Oh, that's it.
Where you go, Dad?
Hey, you hit my mom.
No, I hit your dad.
Whoa, stand back. Give her some air.
You mean give him some air?
Call an ambulance. She's going into labor.
You mean he's going into labor? Whoops. No, not silicone. Silicon. And the design of the device is quite ingenious, if I do say so myself, Misty. What a delightful moniker. You see, Misty, my time manipulator employs axioms from the quantum theory of molecular propulsion. I've broken my pencil.
I have a Barney pen in my purse.
You are spectacular.
Wow, Lois Griffin. Hey, I love your act. Nice melons.
Hey, listen, pal.
Peter, I'm holding melons.
Oh.
And her hooters ain't bad either.
Now, hang on a second there.
Peter, I'm holding Hooters.
Oh, sorry.
No problem. Your wife's hot.
Episode 5. So the plot is Peter, jealous of the new neighbors, foils a bank robbery for attention. So this is a Peter episode. And the main idea of this episode is Peter likes being the center of attention, and this is Dash because Joe is the new hero of the neighborhood. People are paying attention to Joe, and Peter doesn't like that. Again, he's very oblivious of most things, as there's a lot of handicap jokes in this episode. So, relationship-wise, Peter and Joe. Joe is introduced in this episode. And Peter judges Joe mostly due to the fact that he's the neighbor, and kind of that hating the new neighbor dynamic goes on. But Peter likes success more than he can hold a grudge on Joe for not doing anything. Peter invites Joe to the softball game where he gains his status. Everyone comes to his house and he talks of his cop stories. You know, and Peter doesn't like that. Another dynamic put in is Peter and family. And this is more of Peter not realizing that his family does still see him as a hero. Mostly Lois, but still the whole family. He's kind of embarrassed is more of his issue. Additional things, Bonnie and Kevin are also introduced. Bonnie is essentially just an extension of Lois so far, and Kevin is just there to entertain Meg in this episode, at least. Here's a joke.
Pervert.
Oh, don't flatter yourself, honey. I don't have any sweat glands.
Okay, so much fun it should be illegal. Like copyright infringement. Ho-ho! See you at the game, Joel! Ho-ho! Hey, you want a piece of gum?
Oh, thanks.
Ha-ha! That was joke gum.
What do you mean?
Now you're addicted to heroin.
I'm cold.
Oh, you should see this guy in action. He can hit, he can throw.
Peter! What's he doing in a wheelchair?
Holy crap, he's a crapple. I don't believe this. My whole family worships the ground that guy can't walk on.
Well,
Don't worry, Brian. I got a plan.
oh, good. I was afraid you were just going to improvise.
Oh, well, actually, I was going to use the little girl as a human shield and run like hell, but improvise. That'll be easier on my back.
Ooh, fuzzy. God, the more I resist, the more intriguing they become. I can't look away. Yes, again. Oh, dear God, please, once more.
I don't want anything to do with neighbors. Last guy who lived next door borrowed my toaster. Never saw it again.
If that slut wants full custody of the kids, she's got it.
Peter.
Man, what am I going to do if I get fired? I'll have to go back to my old job as a Calvin Klein model.
I don't want to be just like everybody else.
But I don't want to be different.
I just want to be.
What was the name of the bad guy from Tron? Ah, this is gonna drive me nuts, Brian. This isn't what I was expecting. I thought being a hero would be all fun and games. Sorry, Wonder Woman. I got 3 kings. Now let's see your pair. All right. Hey, Robin, what are you looking at me for? Look at her.
Episode 7. This is my favorite episode of the season. It's the final episode of the season, too. Brian's life is on the line after he refuses to be treated like a dog, which is exactly what happens. So this is a Brian episode. And we get to see pretty interesting sides of Brian. First of all, he has this pride of being above normal dogs, which we see in the dog show, and doesn't like to be told what to do, obviously. But he still has some insecurities. It's mostly due to his dignity being dashed with Peter putting the treat on his nose. We see a wild side of Brian, too, because he bites someone, and that's why he gets sent to jail, or the pound, or whatever. And we also get to see Brian's love for Lois a little bit scaled down when she gives him the new collar. It's still a cute little scene that we get to see. So relationships, Brian and Peter, because it's more of Brian's side of this. We get to see how We see how Brian and Peter meet initially. Brian was a stray and was trying to wash off Peter's car, and Peter eventually just took him home, and friendship ever since. And Peter is impatient with Brian because, among all, he's a dog to him. Even though they're friends, it's a little complicated. Of course, it's Family Guy, so not everything matches up, but he does learn that he's not just a dog, he's his friend. And Lois and Brian, also the dynamic, as I said before. Lois is proud of Brian, and Brian is more than appreciative of Lois. And something interesting about this episode that I highlighted is that it's actually a pretty good highlight to racism with police profiling, that kind of thing. It's just under the mask of him being a dog rather than him being a person of color.
That's Meg, dude. You know that. Meg, you vile-smelling girl. You're not to touch any of my things. Do you understand me? Dirty, dirty girl.
Shit.
Showtime! Today's competition will be almost as hot as the weather, which is once again in the triple digits.
Peter Griffin and his dog, Brain.
Well, we're off to a good start.
The fine is $10. You behave, little fella, you hear me?
Oh, lordy, lordy, I'd never roam again. Jackass.
Hey,
I'll clean that up on my way out.
See that sign? Now, why don't you go tie yourself up to that parking meter? I don't want any trouble.
That mongrel is probably decomposing on the side of a dirt road as we speak. Let's get a kitty.
See, gang, Stewie's got the right idea.
I don't know, Peter.
Lois, trust me, we'll get a lovable kitty cat, and everybody will feel a lot better. Here, kitty, kitty. Come on down. Nice and easy. That's a good kitty. The hell was that?
Emily, this is what we do for each other. Right, Peter? Peter, don't stare.
If you ever tell anyone about that, I will kill you.
You could do your impression of a barbershop quartet.
We were sailing along on Moonlight Bay. We could hear the voices singing. They seemed to say...
I'm not sure what you're... I don't follow you.
Have you ever felt like you were, you know, dirty? Down there?
Oh, God, no.
Well, those celebrities are wrong.
Lois, if Liza is wrong, then I don't want to know what right is.
2 minutes to curtain, Miss Minnelli.
Oh, come on, baby. Mama's got a sparkle. It's time to make life a cabaret.
Lady, for God's sake, I'm just a hard-shelled chocolate candy. Get help!
So, Season 1. What are these episodes meant to correlate to in the grand scheme of the season? It's essentially just a season of learning who each character is, as most first seasons are. It plays pretty well. I will say, like, in the later seasons, none of this really matters, but for this season, it's about learning who the characters are, and it lines up pretty well up to, like, season 4 or 5. So, that is essentially my analysis of Family Guy Season 1. Again, happy 20th anniversary, Family Guy. I will try to continue this series if I have enough positive reception. It was fun enough for me. So, yeah.